And now, like Arlen Specter, we're switching to the Democrats. So let's talk about the nominee in waiting, Hillary Clinton. We're going to talk about some of her perceived weaknesses based on recent news coverage. She's giving a speech tomorrow and doing a Q&A in San Francisco. No message. Is that a problem that you think something she should address now, and if so, how?
Since I'm here at Bloomberg, can I sell her stock short? She's been in public life 20 years, and nobody knows what she's for.
But is it a problem? Is it a problem she should address now?
It's a tremendous. By the way, her whole campaign.
Address it now?
Absolutely, her whole problem.
I think that's going to be a problem.
Campaign is predicated not on winning, but on sucking up all the money and staff and oxygen from the other campaigns and keeping them from.
That's the first thing she's going to do.
So wait, no rationale and no message. Is that going to keep her from? Is that going to keep her from getting the Democratic nomination?
Well, it wouldn't keep her from getting the nomination.
Yes.
But I disagree with the premise because there is a rationale. She thinks the economy is not working for everyone the way it should. Just like she's going to run.
But she step up like tomorrow at this event in San Francisco.
She's not a candidate yet.
Well,
no, I don't think she should.
Jeb Bush isn't the candidate, and he's giving policies.
Jeb Bush decided to accelerate the primary.
But she shouldn't on that.
She
no problem.
Because she's the nominee.
Because meanwhile, the stories are out there about the invention of the authentic Hillary. And it's killing her. She's going to become Al Gore.
You're absolutely right that the stories out there are a distraction and they're hurting her. What she needs to do is tell everybody to shut the heck up.
Wow. Okay. So we got some other stories that are out there, very much in the press right now. The foundation, the Hillary Bill, Chelsea Foundation, accepting donations from foreign governments, from companies that were championed by the State Department while she was Secretary of State. How big a problem is that going forward? And again, what should she do about it?
Bill Clinton can get away with all that stuff because everybody loves Bill. Hillary Clinton can't get away with that. She's Velcro. All that stuff sticks to her.
It's not sticking to her. It's not going to stick to her. The Clinton Foundation walked those rules back.
But should they give the money back?
Well,
they said they might walk them back. They probably should give the money back.
I think they probably should.
Like on a Friday afternoon.
I don't think that they should
spend the money.
Give them back on Easter.
They don't need distractions. She's got a nice, smooth path to nomination.
Okay, but there's nobody around her. There's nobody around her to say now, you know what, distractions are bad. Let's just give the money back.
She's paid the check, eat the meal, keep the money.
That's the difference between Alex and Steve.
New York tabloids consumed with the story of Jeffrey Epstein, a former associate of President Clinton's.
Now convicted sex offender.
Yeah. Almost every day, the Daily News, the Post has a story. Most Americans have no idea this is going on. Should they touch it, do anything about it, or just ignore it?
No, just ignore it.
If you worked in the campaign, would you have your self-oppo team look into that?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, I'd have my self-oppo team look into everything. And there's evidence that the oppo teams are already doing that. There was an article in the Post today about Jeb Bush's wife, which came from an oppo team. All this stuff about the Clinton Foundation has come from an oppo team.
There's an article in the New York Daily News today going with a report about the woman who's at the center of the accusations against Jeffrey Epstein, some court documents that somehow mystically got unsealed. Where do you think those came
The
from?
oppo teams are already hard at work on both sides.
America wants to see Bill Clinton roaming around the White House with nothing to do.
All right, let me ask the last question now. Hillary Clinton just met in secret, we found out, with Elizabeth Warren not that long ago.
Wasn't really a very good
She's got a problem. She's got
a couple months.
She got a problem on the left, right? Everybody knows that. There's some elements of the left that are hot for Warren. How big a problem is that, Steve? And again, what should she do about it?
First of all, I don't think it's a very big problem, but to the extent that people in the middle think the left is a little unsure about Hillary, it helps her in a general election. Just like the hesitation on the right about Jeb helps him in a general election.
But there may be no general election for Hillary. She's got no message. Warren is the soul of the Democratic Party. You know what? These campaigns start with a little seed and they grow. Give me odds, and I'll bet you Elizabeth Warren is going to be the Democratic nominee.
Right now, just to be clear, because we went through every topic and you didn't have any urgency, is there anything you think Hillary Clinton should accelerate on? Fill the vacuum?
I think what she should accelerate on is tell her staff, anybody who talks to a reporter is fired.
But that's not
That's always worked really well with the Clinton staff.
And number two, she probably, at some point should begin to think about when she's going to announce. I would actually argue she should do it sooner rather than later.
But she's doing an event tomorrow. She's doing one of her first high-profile events tomorrow. She's doing an interview, Q&A in California in a 25-minute speech.
And it'll be a Seinfeld event. It'll be an event about nothing.
That's what he thinks. That's what most people think. Should she do more than that tomorrow? Should she show something? If not announce, but say something specific.
Have an argument.
You're the presumptive Democratic nominee. No one knows what you're for.
All right.
Everybody knows what she's for. She's for the middle class.